Well, if you've been in Austin for any length of time, Memorial Day weekend, you're always kind of on edge with the weather. Things happen traditionally on Memorial Day weekend. We look like we dodged a bullet this weekend.
Yeah, we were really fortunate. I mean, you can go back to 1980, you can go back to Jarrell in 97, 27 years ago, Wimberley, so many events in Central Texas,
Sure.
weather history.
And usually a lot more rain and
Yeah.
flooding.
Speaking of which, I've got a lot more rain in the forecast, and in fact, tomorrow will be a weather alert day for our area, the way things are looking. So here we go. What I'm looking at right now is behind me, 3-4 inches of rain potentially within the next 7 days. A lot of that could fall overnight tomorrow night into early Wednesday. Now today we did have a weather alert. We saw a severe thunderstorm watch that was in place, and then it was allowed to expire early or canceled early. You can see some sub-severe hail reported by Noah Gomez out in Burnett County. This was at Granite Shoals there on Lake LBJ. Also had a couple reports Sunrise Village as well as in Llano and down southwest of Kerrville, but by and large we really escaped today. Up north at DFW, they just got clobbered with hail reports right and left. Now we look ahead to tomorrow. There's a front that's stalled to our north and a dry line to our west, and so much heat and humidity. Today made it to 99, not quite 100. Tomorrow's severe weather threat is higher than today's. A level 2 for those of you in LaGrange, Giddings, and Bastrop. A level 3 for the rest of our area, including Austin. All of the hill country, Round Rock points toward the north. Severe weather threats. Lowest is tornado threat, a very low tornado threat for the Northwest Hill Country. Then we've got hail, a 15% risk, and the possibility some of it could be very large. But tomorrow's severe weather threat is highest for potential damaging winds. 75-mile-per-hour damaging winds are possible. Now let's talk temperatures. 99 degrees today. Not quite a record. The record is 100. We still have not officially reached the century mark. I'm pleased to say, though, heat advisories and excessive heat warnings have been allowed to expire. It's 87 right now, still feels like 97. It's still so incredibly hazy out there. For tomorrow, we're going to start with clouds, give way to sunshine, 97 degrees. We should be dry during the bulk of the day, but then the storms could pop, possibly on an isolated basis, as early as late afternoon, early evening, but more likely overnight. So here's a look at midday as temperatures are warming. I think we could see that high again in the low 90s out west, about 97 degrees in Austin, and maybe a couple of storms trying to get their act together, maybe as early as 5-6 p.m. Here's a look at 8 p.m. A few storms that we'll have to keep an eye out on, potentially through Williamson, Milam, Lee counties, and then come the heavy, widespread storms. We're looking at 10:30 from Mason and Llano down toward Fredericksburg. All of this continuing to quickly fill in across the Austin area and most of our area through the overnight after midnight, heading into wee hours of the morning on Wednesday. And get this, when all is said and done, some locations as early as Wednesday may already see widespread 1 to 2 to 3, even 4 inches of rain. So not only looking at severe weather potential, but also looking at potential flooding. And then we have daily to nightly storm chances Wednesday through Saturday as well. We'll be right back.